Well, guys, good morning. Good morning. It's me again, Ryan, and I'm back actually with a pretty good day trading recap. I'm really happy all my levels are like holding up. As you can see here, 66.90 and 65.91. So that's about a dollar range. So it's really hard to get a move out of just the dollar range, right? So SQ's ATR is $4.41. So imagine it has $4 ATR, $4.41 ATR, and it's only moving about a dollar range in this area. But I'm really happy I caught a good short here, a good short here, but this was a bad long on my first trade here. Um, yeah, so let's look at my okay. So first I not shorted, I took it long. This is 67.02. So immediately when it printed $67, I took it long, hoping for a 1 minute or continuation because it's above VWAP. Although it's a gap down stock, I really thought it's gonna hold the 66.90 here. It was just too fast. Like can't even uh, like it was just too fast. Like it's like the flash when it happened. So I was hoping for a 67.62 if it opens above VWAP. Yeah, it opened above VWAP. It's above VWAP, above everything, above this 650 area here that I want to watch, and I thought that was a good sign for a it's this for a long and then continuation all the way up. But the thing is, it's we're kind of like in a bear mode right now, and um yeah, I think it's just hard to take long trades. The reason why I want to take this long as well, I kind of have a long bias is um it's it's been down for a few days now, so and I want to kind of like hold this 66 area here. Let's look. So level actually 66 area is here. So but it's too far from there, so maybe I that's why I took a stab. I thought it's gonna rise, and then immediately when it flipped, when it went down to 66.50, so I stopped out earlier than my stop. So there you go. I flipped everything to short. Even my out was a short. So that's a buy, and then I shorted just crazy short. Um, and then it gave me a good amount in there, so that I recovered everything just from here, and then I stop out because that was the trap. Actually, that was kind of a trap. So it was quick enough to get that recovery. And after that, I re-entered just a small amount. I didn't have it, like just manual shares in there, and I stopped out. And then when I saw that it rejected again, I rejected this high here. I saw this hammer, inverted hammer or something. I don't know what it's called. Yeah. So when I saw this a little higher volume than the previous one, then I just immediately shorted when it turned into red. This candle when it turned to red, and I was risking just probably this area here, 67.10 or something. Yeah. So and then I caught the move. Was even patient to wait a little bit all the way here. Yeah, I didn't. I thought it's gonna. I didn't take profit here because I thought it's gonna continue. So that's why I added here, and then I just stopped me out at break even. Yeah. So look at that. It's back at this level here now. 66.90. That's about the dollar range. So it's actually really hard to trade this kind of range. Like it's just choppy, right? So for me to be able to recover from that, which is good. So this was the short. Yeah, this was the short here that I stopped out. This one. Yeah. So this was the short. Stop out, shorted again, and then added, which is this. Yeah. Then I stop out at 63. My average was I think 60. So 66.60. Yeah. So yeah, let's even look at the scanner because really nothing to trade today. Yeah, as you can see, it's really empty. It was only even the RVOL of SQ is actually just 0.68, which doesn't really fit my criteria. I prefer above one RVOL or above 0.75. There's nothing else to trade, as you can see here. Yeah, there's volume on Cisco systems, but It's only gap up to 0.25%. Oh my god! If you let's look at oops, sorry, it's time for me to stop now, which I did. So it's actually doing now. It looks like it's gonna drop more. Yes, so that's the one. Yeah, even like here, I will probably stop out. Look at this. Yeah. So 67 was actually the key area. Wherever I thought it's going to go up, it actually resists or rejected at the 67, which is really strange, right? I thought it was a long at 67. Now it's actually a short. So really, you have to, like trading is tough. It's not trading is not easy. So sometimes even you think you have like a bias or something. What if it doesn't work? Then you won't trade. That's why I prefer to just trade price action because I'll trade whatever the market gives me, but I'll use my levels, right? So as you can see here, that's why I shorted 66.50, knowing that if it goes back to VWAP, then I have to stop out. So two stop outs, I'll probably consider thinking if I should stop trading or because I don't want to overtrade or give back any of my profit. Yeah, so today was actually a good one, surviving even though stocks that we got was actually not that great. So enough of the talking. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and follow me in my social media accounts. Let's watch. Okay, so SQ market is about to open. Okay, so let's fast forward this a bit. Maybe fast forward this 2 times. As you can see here, I was looking at SQ. I was looking at this 67 here. So it opened with volume about 300,000. Range is about 71 cents, which is ideal for this stock because I wanted to trade the 70 cents on my first orb, which is a bit wider, which because it's kind of like 1% of the stock, 66 cents. So that's about 60 to 70 cents, right? So that's the ideal move. So it's above UAP. Opening price is somewhere at 66.70. Someone's buying it. It's at this VWAP here, so that's what I was thinking. So I have 67. I didn't wanna chase it. So I have 66, 70, and 67. So that's about, and the range of this is about 30 cents. I didn't even buy the dip here at VWAP because look at that, it's like 10 cents, 10 cent spread. Right away you will lose. When it was recovering, as you can see here, 67.02. I I took it long. And then looking, I was like, wow, what's happening? What's happening? I didn't even had the time to get out because it was just too fast. It's now back at like the spread, because of the spread, it sometimes you just see jumps in numbers. So that's actually the bad part. When trading, sorry, when trading the first minute orbs, because right away you will freeze. So I kind of froze there. Instead of getting out, I kind of froze there. So after that, I flipped everything to short, really heavy size. As you can see, I have few orders here, so many orders. Um, yeah, I was aggressive there, and I took everything. So I took half in here. So that because I entered 3 times so my size, taking half of it makes me almost close to really break even. So I'm still holding shares, good amount of shares. At this point, I'm gonna get out if it prints 50. But I'm really happy it held 66.50. That was the area that I actually wanted to watch. If it opens below VWAP, then I was gonna short it at 66.50. That was the plan, but it opened really really strong. That's why I took it long at 67. But yeah, it happens. You get mistakes, but this flip actually made my day. But sometimes it will stop you out as well, and then you have a really bad day. Yeah, look at that. Like crazy spread. 10, 15 cents, 20 cents. My God, that's crazy. So I'm waiting for more down and tighter. Yeah, so I took profit there when it got tighter. Now it's back to 20 cents. Man, seriously. Okay, so it's getting tighter and tighter now, right? So it's gonna stop me out. So I'm back green on this one with profit after stopping out. Ah, that was kind of stressful. And I said, okay, maybe it's really short because it's kind of holding VWAP here. Maybe let's try to re-entry. Since I got a good amount of profit here. I said, okay, maybe it's chopping around. I don't want to risk again on this because I got stopped on this one. So it's rejecting VWAP. Let's look. But actually, it's making higher highs on 1 minute, right? Higher lows. I mean, in 1 minute. Actually, it's actually a good long to breakout of 66.50, but because of this, this volume as well. I really thought this seller is 66.30. Look at that volume. That's crazy, right? So watching this now, I thought it's holding this 65.91, and I thought it's gonna break down from here. Okay, so when it rejected that, I shorted. That was a bad mistake. Normally, you should wait for a red candle to print before you even enter. And then I stop out. Yeah, that was a stupid move, but it's okay. It's a small size. I even manually entered shares because I didn't want to risk any big amount. So I gave back just a little bit of my profit there. So it's rejecting 67.3T now. Okay, this is where you want to enter. So volume is kind of close. It's a bit higher than the previous candle. And then this what do you call this, inverted hammer or something. I don't know. I'm not really good in indicators or names. But when I saw it did that, I have level now at 67.10 or 67, so I shorted it knowing that I should stop out at 67.10. That was my risk. Actually, it's a good size as well. I manually entered it, but it was a good size. So there you go, taking more profit. Yeah, and I just was really happy with that. Um, I'm glad I did that because I recognize the area there at 66.90. So I even added there, hoping for another 65.91 breakdown. I was hoping that it will hold this VWAP here. So let's see how much it moved today. So moved about, what's this, 6 156, around 155, 156. So actually that was not bad, right? So our vol is actually pretty good, 260%. 100% is like the minimum that I want. But as you can see here, I have user notes of $4.41. So that's manually entered there. That's an ATR. So I'm really happy with that. Let's go back here so I can see how I stopped out. Yeah. Yeah. So I stopped out there. But it looks like it's just playing around with 66.90 again. But I don't want to give back any of my profit. If I didn't stop out in there, how much was that? Yeah, I didn't want to give back. So I'm glad I stopped out in there. But actually, even I held, it's gonna it's gonna just hold $67 there. Imagine. It's really funny because my long entry was actually the short entry. So man, it's trading is not easy. I'll tell you. Whatever your thesis is, you can be 50% wrong or 50% right as well. So yeah, keep saying, oh yeah. So trading recording was done. So it's now back at the start recording around 6:28 or 29. That's where I start recording. So this was my SQ trade. Yeah. Yeah. So really happy. Today's performance not bad. Let's see where's SQ now. I think it did a breakdown. Wow, it did, but it held my level. You can see here, amazing held on these levels. So it was fighting these three levels here. Yeah. So if it goes down more, these are the levels. There's so many levels here that it's gonna reject. That's why I thought it's actually a good long. That's what I was thinking. But I have these two thick levels here. 66, 65. Those two close ones are the ones that I was using. So that's why it needs a lot of volume before it pushes through. Yeah. I have really weird style of trading, just levels and VWAP and price action. So really I have no strategy, just price action trading. Because I only have about an hour to trade, so I have to trade price action, right? If I'm gonna if strategy, I think most of them works if you're a kind of like a 5-minute candle trader or 15-minute candle trader. Probably that's good. So my strategy is actually levels. Actually, it's still called a strategy. But it's more of a style, right? Yeah, it was a nice day. Really happy with what we got from SQ, even though it's a really tough day. I was actually scared to trade today because what happened yesterday, right? This crazy drop. Yeah. So that's about it. Thank you for watching and follow me in my social media accounts. If you have any questions, just comment down below. If anyone's interested with mentorship, how I trade the open, then just DM me, hit me up, let me know. Right? Bye.